What's up, 여러분? It's Nadi back with another ALD1 video. This is a kind of sequel to my first video on this channel, where I covered how Sangwon was managing and promoting Alpha Drive 1 pre-debut, why I believed that they have the potential to succeed in ways that previous Mnet survival show groups did not, and what my predictions were for the group's trajectory. If you haven't watched it, I'll put in the card for this video, as well as link in the description below. It's been some time and ALD1 has debuted, so now I feel like it's time to dip my toes back into the discourse about ALD1's success and dissect everything post-mortem. A handful of people in the comments of my first video thought I was making a comparison between ALD1 and Zero Base 1. And so, I want to clear this misunderstanding right from the get-go. I wasn't comparing the two and making judgments about who is better. Clearly, the two groups debuted under different circumstances, and it's not right to make sweeping generalizations. For one, as some people pointed out in my first video, ALD1 is managed by a different team than Zero Base 1 and ISNA. As of January 2026, Sangwon operates under a two-center management system led by Chief Executive Officer Nam So-young, the former co-CEO of SM Entertainment. Following a 2025 reorganization, the company divided its artist management into two specialized centers. Center 1 manages major idol groups Zero Base 1 and ISNA. Center 2 manages Alpha Drive 1 and provides specialized support for soloists. Once again, this just reiterates how the two groups are incomparable. In this video, I will simply be analyzing how I believe ALD1 are showing even more potential for success and stardom than I had previously believed. Since I cannot see the future, these are all my opinions in the current moment and with the knowledge that I have currently. Nothing is set in stone, and it is up to Sangwon to keep the winning streak that ALD1 has carved going. But I wanted to take some time, as a proud Alid, to celebrate and bask in the success of what ALD1 has achieved so far. Chapter 1. Driving to the Top. ALD1's Successes. Okay, this is going to be a lot, so buckle in. Let's list their achievements chronologically. On their debut day, Alpha Drive 1 joined Zero Base 1 as the only idol groups in history to surpass 1 million first-day Hanteo sales with a debut album. By the end of the day, the group reached around 1.1 million sales. On January 18th, the group had reached roughly 1.4 million copies sold, meaning that they had achieved the second highest first-week sales of any debut album in Hanteo history. After its release on the 12th, the album, Euphoria, surpassed 1 million streams in just 14 hours and 20 minutes, achieving Melon Music's million album milestone in less than a day. The title track, Freak Alarm, entered the Melon Top 100 at number 31 and also ranked number 1 on the Melon Hot 100 100 Days, Melon Hot 100 30 Days, and the Melon New Release chart weekly. They're the second fifth-gen boy group to peak at number 1 on Line Music Daily Chart after Boy Next Door. They have a debut track with the most days at number 1 on Line Music for a fifth-gen group, as well as taking the title of being the fastest fifth-gen group to reach number 1 on the Line Music Daily Chart. They are also the first fifth-gen group to peak at number 1 on the weekly Line Chart. Overseas response has also been explosive. Formula is the longest song by a K-pop group to be ranked as number 1 on Line Music in 2025, and is the fourth biggest debut of a Korean song by a fifth-gen group on the Billboard Japan Hot 100. Freak Alarm ranked number 2 on Japan's Line Music Real-Time Chart, number 1 on Rakuten Music Real-Time Chart, and number 1 on Japan iTunes K-pop Top Songs Chart. It also placed number 2 on QQ Music's Daily Digital Sales Chart, China's largest music platform. Euphoria ranked number 7 on the worldwide iTunes album chart and entered the top 5 in 18 regions worldwide, including Japan, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Russia. The Freak Alarm music video surpassed 9.5 million views within 17 hours of release, receiving an enthusiastic response from global fans. Within just about a week, the Freak Alarm music video surpassed 60 million views on YouTube. This makes them the second biggest debut by a boy group on the YouTube platform. The group name, Alpha Drive 1, signifies their goal of reaching the top through their passion and drive, and as one united team, carrying a strong ambition to deliver K-pop catharsis on stage, and certainly, they seem to be off to the right start. Now, let's discuss music show wins. Despite everyone's hesitations about ALD1 promoting at the same time as big boy groups like ENHYPEN and EXO, Alpha Drive 1 made history as the first male K-pop group in 9 years to win first place in all 3 major public broadcast music shows with their debut song, following 101's 2017 record. This is what we would call an all-kill by taking number 1 in all 3 South Korean public broadcasting programs. They took trophies from the following: MBC's Show Champion on January 21st, KBS's Music Bank on January 23rd, MBC's Music Core on the 24th, and SBS's Inkigayo on the 25th. If the group had also won on M Countdown, they would have had a Grand Slam. But even while missing one, this is a major feat and really just proves their monster rookie status. Freak Alarm is the 5th most awarded debut song by a boy group on music shows. They were the first boy group since X1 to win on Music Core with their debut song and joined the ranks of iKON, 101, and X1 as the only boy groups to win with their debut song on the show. It was also the first time in 7 years that a boy group won with their debut song on the show, making them the fastest 5th-generation boy group to win that trophy. As for their first win on Show Champion, Alpha Drive 1 had won 9 days after their debut release. Given the timing and the competition they were fighting against, it's truly crazy they won their first trophy that quickly. They were also awarded one of the 2026 CJ&M Visionary Awards, praised as a group that will make new history in the K-pop scene by debuting with a romantic and energetic vibe. Despite being freshly debuted, they recently were announced as ambassadors for Paldo's Tumse Ramyeon. They also did promotions for Don't Look Up, the photo booth company. Alpha Drive 1 also were featured on the cover in this month's edition of Dazed Korea, modeling Miu Miu's Spring Overdrive wardrobe collection. Other notable moments from this promotion cycle is just how many shows they appeared on. Okay, I'll try to list them all. Studio Chum, Spotify Korea, Changmin's Dukbapjip, KBS Kumchingu, Talent Design Show, Genie Music, MBC Radio, Hello 82's Question Parade, Smarty Pants and This or That, Minju's Pink Cabinet, Rizabe's Bepudile Bam, Jip Desung, Mupli Silence of Idol, Dobakil, Amazing Saturday or Doremi Market, and I may even be missing some. So, all the ALD1 content we've received so far goes as follows, at least those that I'm aware of. 15 variety show appearances, including 4 radio show appearances, 14 One Dream Forever episodes, 7 Behind the Drive episodes, 5 untitled videos, 2 ALD1 Diary episodes, 3 ALD1 Let's Go episodes, 2 debut shows, and all of the additional content I've listed before this. Hello, this is Editing Nari. This video was supposed to be uploaded weeks ago, but due to the situation with Ganu, as well as piling up deadlines from university, it was postponed. And so, much to celebrate has happened in the meantime, and I want to take some time to mention them. During their last week of Freak Alarm promotions, Sangwon's Ending Fairy went insanely viral on Twitter, accruing over 18 million views and over 100,000 likes within a day or so. The comments were filled with Japanese netizens praising his visuals, despite the fact that the original post was commenting on his eyes going out of focus. Speaking of Sangwon's influence, several fashion magazines released articles that featured or explicitly praised his sense of style and visuals. These include an Allure article titled The Epitome of Poet Core following the private fashion of rising star Lee Sangwon, posted on January 23rd. An excerpt from the article reads as follows. The loose, comfortable poet core trend has arrived in the fast-paced fashion industry. The casual fashion of Alpha Drive 1 Sangwon, a boy who loves poetry, is the epitome of a poetic man. His style is completed with a shirt, scarf, and glasses. Look forward to more of Sangwon's sense of style, a master of casual wear, who adds a spoonful of sensibility to a well-dressed look. Then there's a Teen Vogue article titled Sangwon, Hudson Williams, and Bad Bunny Bring Boy Blush to Big Stages from February 13th, as well as a GQ Korea article, This Winter's Hottest Trends, 4 fur-trimmed jumper styles to consider, that features Sangwon and Junsa from December 17th. All of these just go to show the position Lee Sangwon has already cemented in the fashion scene as both a beautiful model, but also as a trendsetter with a refined sense of styling himself. On the topic of fashion, Ganu, Sangwon, and Anshin attended a Miu Miu Manifest pop-up event this weekend, sporting the brand's spring collection. Here's some pictures. Aren't they unreal? Like, come on. Miu Miu, I beg of you to just go ahead with the brand ambassadorship. Everyone can see how good of a fit they are for the role. Other related news is, in December and January, Euphoria ranked 6th for top albums for Genius Korea, and Freak Alarm ranked 4th on the Golden Discs Golden Chart for the month of January. They were named as one of the top 20 artists of that month in Korea as well. Now, this is not so much news in the sense of album achievements, but I would still classify this as a cause for celebration. On February 19th, after much waiting and anticipation, Wakwon finally released a statement regarding Ganu's situation, stating that they would take harsh legal action against those that spread misinformation, false rumors, and cause deep emotional harm to their artists. On the 20th, ALD united to call the police on antis who planned to send wreaths without a warrant. A protest truck and a support truck were sent to Wake to demand further better protection of Ganu. And when the antis went ahead with their plans to plant wreaths in front of the CJNM building, they were taken down within 5 minutes by police, staff, and fans, thrown into a garbage truck before some people could even see them. And as a little cherry on the top, on the 22nd, ALD sent dozens of flower bouquets to the building to show their support for Ganu, which were funded through the Flowers for Ganu fundraiser, which I promoted in my previous video. This is the first time in K-pop history that death wreaths have been countered using support flower arrangements. This level of love and support is something us ALD should be very proud of. Okay, now back to the rest of this video. Chapter 2, Behind the Drive. What are my thoughts on ALD1 after their debut era? Honestly, I feel even more hopeful than I was before Freakalom's release. I know that the past few weeks have been a roller coaster with some major highs and some major lows. It's natural for any fandom, like ALD, to feel fatigued and focus on the negative. This may be due to the fact that negative emotions may leave a greater impression on us and require more resources from us, emotionally, physically, and psychologically, than positive emotions. It may also be recency bias or the fact that it happened most recently, whereas achievements feel far in the past. But I don't want ALD to be caught up in that. ALD1 and ALD have achieved so much, and these are worth celebrating. If there's anything I want to get through to you in this video, I want to say, don't let the negativity hinder or stop you from being able to enjoy the good things. This is easier said than done, but I mean this full-heartedly. Seeing the response to my In Defense of Kim Ganu video is proof to me of this fact. We are capable of experiencing joy, connection, solidarity, and unity within this storm. I originally intended this section to be a breakdown of why I feel like ALD1 reached this level of success from a marketing or analytical perspective, but I think the answer is more simple than I previously thought. ALD1 is successful because of us. Yes, we bicker and quibble, but what family doesn't? What collective doesn't? It happens, and I believe there is so much more good in this fandom than bad. More nuanced, rational thinkers than those that lack media literacy and take things at face value. I saw someone on my timeline say that ALD are trauma bonded for life, and I can't help but find quite a bit of truth in this sentiment. We went through so much. 4 music show wins, charting sales and album streams, week after week of favorite stage awards, and a situation that would have shattered so many other fandoms, and yet we persevered. What makes ALD1 and ALD so special is the fact that we share a connection even before they debuted. We knew about their backgrounds, their struggles, their human insecurities, and now we want to see them succeed because in some way, we feel their successes represent us. How beautiful is that connection that you would selflessly want to wish success for someone you don't know simply because you want to see them happy and achieving their dreams. Many of us see pieces of ourselves in the members, so seeing their success proves to us that our own success is possible. That's where ALD1's potential lies, an artist-fan connection that is reciprocal and grounded in a distinct sense of humanness. Although I cannot say all fans see the 8 members in this way, I'd like to believe a great many of us do see things in this light. This has been demonstrated to me time and time again through you all. So thank you. Let's keep loving ALD1 together. Whatever reason it is that brought you to loving ALD1, and I know that so many of you returned to K-pop and are now a fan of ALD1, I'm so happy you're here, and I hope that you enjoy it. That's what K-pop is about, bringing people together and bringing joy to those involved. That is what being an ALD means, finding strength and love through the ALD1 members and then passing that on to others, as that's what the members would do. Please know that you are all so incredibly loved, and I'm here for you, just as so many ALD are there for you as well. We're in this for the long haul, and I think we should take the time to just enjoy the ride while we can. We're stronger together. We're with ALD1 together. ALD1 is 8.